brain. I'm scrolling Twitter. I don't know what you want from me.
Stay off of Twitter.
I am off of Twitter now. It's fine. I have Mountain Dew. I will calm down.
Do the do.
It's like a polar opposite statement.
Welcome to my brain.
Yeah.
It's madhouse in here.
Anyway. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to... Oh my gosh, second day in a row.
Yeah.
Blackheart Paradox. Session 8. Haha. I said number right. The last time was we were introduced to a new member of the party. The party was traumatized a lot.
It was fine. What do you mean?
Bullshit.
He's smiling.
Uh-huh. That's fine. Somebody else isn't at the moment. That's fine. Yeah. New member of the party almost died.
He's fine.
Welcome to
You know, the moment where you realize that, you know what, Leo being a little sadistic isn't such a bad thing. It gave you more of a chance to talk about it.
Came in handy.
Yeah.
They made it back and returned the supplies that were stolen. Alright, did I forget to mention the guy they fought didn't actually die? That's a thing. That's definitely a thing. I'm sure that'd be fine. There's no repercussions in the long run for that.
I can't see him coming back at any point. I don't know why that would happen.
Absolutely.
But,
Fine.
and a conversation was had before we started tonight. So anyway.
Yeah.
Concerning.
There was a little
It
bit
would
of
be.
a conversation
It should be.
between Leo and Kel. It's fine.
Anyways, we pick up the next morning.
We're heading inside.
Yep. After having slept outside, they're heading inside.
It's still pretty early when they woke up. They woke up like right at sunrise. Why? Because, okay, to be fair, the only way to wake Leo up is to like shine the sun in his face when he's been drinking all night.
Yep.
Or push him over and be loud or something.
So they head inside.
Whether or not anyone else is awake, that's a good question. I know Granny and the kids probably are.
Yeah. Seraphina's probably awake, still fussing about in her room, dealing with her stuff.
Nate is probably asleep. Yeah.
Fair.
Leo is going to attempt to talk to Granny again about actually using some of the money he fucking sends to upgrade the place and hire help. Build a bigger kitchen, something. That's what he's gonna do until, like, somebody comes and talks, or until he sees, specific people.
You know?
So if anybody overhears him, that's what he's talking about. He's just trying to convince Granny to do something other than just be happy with what she's got, but she needs help. She's an old lady, man. She can't take care of so many kids by herself.
You know?
Yeah. Sure, it's fun.
I don't know what everyone else is doing. At this point, he's just waiting until somebody comes down.
Yeah, basically what Seraphina's gonna do is, like, number one, gather up a couple of letters that she had basically written out and was getting ready to send anyhow. And then also check her other letter in her bag, make sure it's still there. It's a house full of kids, she doesn't know.
I think they've dealt with Leo enough to not get into other people's stuff. Unless they're newer.
It is an inventory intake, and also a distraction.
Leo's in denial.
That's a river in Egypt.
Yeah.
So once she's double-checked all of that and gotten the letters that she wants to send out together, she'll probably head downstairs.
Mhm.
Morning!
Ah, morning.
Is no one else up yet?
If they are, they haven't come down here. It's like, the Samuel slept downstairs, didn't he? He up?
Samuel is...
You said he, like, held up on, like, a couch or something.
Yeah, I think he was on the couch.
Yeah, he was on a couch downstairs. He is probably... has, like, a pillow wrapped around his head.
Trying to ignore the children.
Uh-huh.
Who are probably like, oh, new big kid.
His back is, like, to them.
I think the kids like him, but I'm not sure he's fond of them.
Well, if you're not used to a noisy house, it's a bit much.
Should we teach him what it's like to be in a noisy house?
Maybe not.
Okay, the temptation to pull him off the couch by his leg is real.
Don't do that.
What?
Nice, he went through hell yesterday.
And that's all the better to get his mind off of it, right?
He might need extra rest. Speaking of, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine.
Insight.
Oh, that's a good number. That's a...
What the? I'm going to be so mad. This die that I picked up and decided to use was working beautifully for me yesterday.
If you fail it, I would laugh. Let me put it that way. What did you
What?
get?
I rolled a 1.
Okay, so what is your total?
2.
Oh my god, I only got a 6 on the deception.
Well, yeah.
I rolled a 2, but I have a +4.
Ugh. I'm so mad. That die was rolling me 19s out the wazoo yesterday.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Today's when the roleplay dice matter.
New dawn, a new day, and it's
Yeah, he
not feeling
seems
good.
he seems perfectly fine right now. It's as if it never happened.
Elgar's not talking.
Alright, but if you need something...
Yes, mother.
Just because I care about you and your well-being doesn't mean I'm your mother. Stop that.
You're right, you're too small to be my mom.
Hey!
Just go pat her, walk over and pat her on the head. It's cute. Don't worry about me though.
Crosses her arms and, like, looks up at him with narrowed eyes. Well, that's slightly impossible.
Hey, you know, we should probably distract the children so they leave him alone.
You know, probably.
Who wants to ride the horse?
It's fine. Some of the kids react.
Alright, I got some, you get the rest. Goes outside with those kids.
Go play games! I'll grab the rest for, like, games or something like that.
Horsey. Azrael. I feel like he got more of the girls.
You know, that wouldn't surprise me.
With a pretty horsey.
Play with the kiddos.
That's what we're doing. What is the other two?
Well, Nate is definitely asleep still.
Leo usually is. It's just he was outside and cold mixed with sunlight does not let person sleep.
Danika would probably be in the room until bothered.
Well, this makes it easy for us, right, Aspire? I guess this is just you and me for a while.
Have fun.
Well, he doesn't,
Exactly.
to be fair,
Enjoy
he doesn't
the
really
morning.
have... Yeah, he doesn't have anything to talk to Danika about. We're waiting for Nate and Samuel to get up. And occasionally nagging at Granny. If he doesn't get up for a while, he is going to go bother that kid, by the way.
He eventually will.
Oh, I don't get to throw water on him.
No.
I mean, Seraphina's just playing with kids today. She doesn't really have any plans other than potentially heading into town to go drop off some letters if there's somebody to send them with.
While he's,
Alright.
like, out there, by the way, can he see what Jez dropped off for him last night?
Yeah. You unfold the cloth-covered thing that Kelgard handed you. And first thing you see, under one of the folds is a note. Note says, "This was waiting for me when I got back to the shop. Dad says he doesn't know who it's from, but my assumption is probably your uncle. You can know unfolding it, and there is yet another diamond."
He's just gonna give us this confused look. What the hell is with all these diamonds?
This one looks as if it costs about 500 gold.
Uh-huh. Okay. He's even more confused because now he's got 2 diamonds.
One worth 300 and one worth 500.
I think he's more curious of, like, how this person found out he was alive. Because, like I said, he was supposed to die that night. As far as anybody knows, other than the people in this village, he doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Well, sure, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, going by a certain name doesn't help.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
Alright, he'll pocket that.
Okay.
If it's small enough, he'll give it to Mimi.
300 diamond, the 300 gold one maybe would be small enough. This one not.
Mm.
This one's a
Okay, maybe we'll hold on to
bigger.
the 300 one, just because it's funny.
yeah. God, all I can imagine. Quick, we need a diamond for Revivify.
Bleh.
Maybe open up. Bleh.
Careful, don't touch its tongue, it'll stick to you. Yeah, he'll probably eventually
Is that
come
a-
back in.
Either that or furball noises and it just coughs it up.
Tch. I still like to imagine Mimi as like, it just does like cute little puppy dog eyes and then pants once in a while when it's happy.
So
You head inside. First, how's Seraphina keeping kids busy?
I mean, playing games or like, because she's got so many different odds and ends probably on her. She'll probably like do a couple like small little crafts that are safe, not using anything that she's like pretty gosh darn sure is dangerous.
Mm-hmm. Well, I said you walk in, you see this, and Samuel is gone.
Where'd
Or
he
at
go?
least not on the couch anymore.
Where'd he go?
I do not know.
I'm
I
gonna move
was
him over here for now.
preoccupied. Sorry.
Oh shit.
Let's not eat that, thank you.
I kind of want to know what the kid was going to eat now.
Yes.
The young ones are the funnest, aren't they?
Even the twins were not this much of a handful.
Now you see why I keep trying to convince Granny to get some help.
Yes, she seriously should have some.
Why do you think she disappears when I'm here?
He's right, you know.
Granny, seriously, you should take his offer seriously and get help.
But why? When all the help I could ever need shows up at my doorstep every so often.
Because it's not, it's every so often, it's not all the time. You could really use the help all the time.
Is this your way of trying to convince me to just stay here?
Oh heavens, no. You're a handful in yourself.
I know that, that's why I leave once in a while. As we all remember, when the kids accidentally got into one of my experimental things and we had to deal with that. So, we don't want to do that again. Keep them out of your special bags. He looks at Seraphina.
That boy still hasn't regained use of his right eye.
Okay, listen. It's not my fault they got into the poisons. Or my room.
I'm just going to again recommend what he's been recommending. Some help and maybe some locks.
I keep all
I'll
my
consider it.
That's why I keep all my stuff in a bag or holding now.
Granny, please.
I'll consider it.
Yes, but you're considering and my other consider it are the very same thing, in which the answer is no.
You badge me worse than my doctor.
She says we love you, Granny.
Yeah, you guys continue, and Granny goes and does some things in the kitchen.
He's gonna go try to find a child.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Oh god. Shit. So his investigation is a +5, but it's still a total of 9.
Yeah. You search and search.
Our dice don't like us today. We couldn't roll low to save our lives yesterday half the
I
time.
know.
Question. Danika, are you awake?
Believe so.
Yeah, since about sunrise.
Cool. You don't find the kid, Leo, before... Danika, you hear a noise at your window. You're on the second floor, by the way.
That look of going like, okay, what the fuck? She's gonna go to the window? This is a window now?
Yep, that'll work. You look out. And you see the familiar face of Samuel clinging to the ledge of the windowsill. Looks like he might have slipped trying to climb to the roof. He is now dangling.
Yeah, she'll just open up the window. It's going like... I assume this is unintentional.
No, I figured I would, hang out.
Bullshit. Officer Ed.
He'll hesitantly reach his hand up.
You will attempt to lift him up and or possibly bring him into the indoors, maybe, depending on what he does.
You lift him up into the window.
Okay. Window lifting happens.
Trying to avoid the kids downstairs.
Right.
You want me to leave, don't you?
Try not to take it personally.
I don't. I'm used to it. And you will head to the door.
Any
Ouch.
consolation, you're probably the least annoying person here.
I can see that.
Ouch. I mean, Leo, yeah, but like, tell it, Seraphina. Ouch.
Well, his main interactions have been with the kids. He hasn't really seen the interactions between you two. No, he has. More, he saw the interactions between you and Nate.
Interesting.
Also, things where like she doesn't know him enough yet to be annoyed by him.
Yeah, I feel like it's the room.
Oh, he was in the room?
I mean, you had to pull him off to the window.
Ah. Wait, did he leave the room through the window or the door?
Through the door. He shut the door behind him. Has to leave you undisturbed. Which is when Leo comes across him.
Does he see him come out of Danika's room?
No.
Okay.
You see him kind of... Because at this point, all the kids would have went downstairs, because that's where the majority of the stuff is. There's only a select few that stay upstairs, and they're mostly, like, the quiet kids.
Like the early teen kids and stuff.
Yeah, they're upstairs, like, reading, or away from all the ruckus.
Fair.
But you see him kind of tucked away in a corner.
He will go over and just lean up against the wall. Hey.
Hey.
Having fun yet?
Well, I'm up here. Quieter.
Yeah, most of the older kids hang out up here.
See why?
So what are your plans?
Probably head back out at some point.
I know. You'll probably stay here for a while.
I don't want to become a burden.
Trust me. You'd probably be more help than anything. Besides, a lot of kids you could relate to here.
You know, just sits there quiet, and you're just standing over him. He's sitting kind of leaned up against the wall.
Yeah, he's leaning like across from him, basically, over on the wall near him.
Okay. Well, he has this journal out in front of him. And you happen to see what looks like sketches in the book.
What you got there?
He closes it. Just, some things to remind me.
Yeah, I get that. How about this? Why don't you at least stay a few days, see what you think of the place? Don't take anything personal that Granny says. If she bapped you on the head, well, you probably deserved it, but... Or maybe that's just me.
I'll try not to.
It's not so bad here. Now a lot of travelers come through. Maybe you'll find someone you can go along with.
I don't know how. I would go with Nate, but I don't know how that might go after I stabbed him.
You stabbed him once, I shot him a few times. Oh. Shot, threatened. Almost choked him out. You know, I think mine's worse than just one stab to the side. I think it'll be fine. Hopefully. He's a weird one.
Yeah.
Try talking to him.
I'll keep staying here, shot first.
If it makes it easier, maybe I'll try to convince him to stay at least a couple days as well. He looks like he could use a place to live. You should also try smiling more.
There's not much to smile about.
I'm gonna pull the chest off. And he's going to hold it out to hand it to him.
He looks very confused. But will reach out his hand.
He will put Mimi down.
Is it supposed to feel like this?
Give kisses, Mimi. It just starts licking him. Don't worry. As long as you don't try to, like, grab her when she's not aware of it. Basically, she listens to me.
He will open his journal that he was looking at, and he will show you a page.
Hmm.
You see the image of a girl who's probably a couple years older than him. Oh, I'd say about 3 or 4. 2, 3, 4, something like that.
Hmm.
It's just a sketch. There's no color, but let me see here. Hair kind of in braids. Has like a sack over her shoulder. Just smiling. That's my sister.
Mind if I ask what happened?
He'll turn for a second and kind of look away from you. Bandits. They're coming back from one of the other towns nearby, and we were attacked. They demanded everything we had, and she refused. Told me to run. I tried to go back and find her later, and she was gone. Dead. Her body was still there.
Thought about trying to bring her back?
I wouldn't know how to, and it's been a couple years.
Bit expensive, but a cleric could attempt it at least. Not saying it would work, but it is possible to try.
I don't know if she would like being brought back by magic.
Not a fan of it.
She always said that was how our parents died. A magic user.
You know, this is gonna be a shot in the dark thing.
Mm-hmm.
Can he ask his guardian angel, as I'll call her,
Mm-hmm.
because he calls her, if he knows of a way to, like, if she knows of a way to, like, ask if the sister would want to come back? Like, is there a way that he could find?
The voice you hear back. Actually, you know what? Roll me
Oh dear.
a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's not terrible. That's a 16.
I'm afraid that is out of my domain. And the one who does reside over it doesn't exactly appreciate my intrusion in her space.
And who do I need to go ask?
Follower of hers.
Where can I find one? No, puppy, no. Sorry. Yes, it's his angel. Leave him alone, Aspire.
You may find one far from where you are. I believe it may be safe to travel to where one is now. I believe the circle of influence that surrounds that place may be safe to pass through.
Sure, I'm ready to go traveling yet after everything.
To the southwest, there lies an island. Once plagued by those who would call upon the dead to return for nefarious reasons, resides a priestess who, along with her patron's guidance, has managed to seal these dead away, along with other souls that attempted return.
Or if there'd be a way to communicate with her without leaving.
Give you this information because it is not known elsewhere.
I'll keep it in mind then. Oh. Kind of look back at Samuel. Well, I told you there was a way to ask her. If she'd want to come back, at least. Through better methods than other ways. There are other ways, but I think they all involve magic. And don't make contracts with things, I think. Would you want to consider it?
Consider it. But only if she's able to be brought back safely.
Well, like I said, that's something you'd have to talk to a cleric about. Tell you what, think on it. If it's something you want to go ask her about, let me know.
He'll just nod.
If this person can help the way I think they can, it wouldn't hurt to at least hear from her, right?
Again, he'll just nod.
Kind of pat the boy on the head and hold his hand out to get Mimi back.
He'll reach his hand, the hand that's holding back out.
Yeah, take his little friend back. Just goes back to being a chest.
Also, side thing, wouldn't you like to know, Aspire, what that means?
I wouldn't mind traveling there myself anyways, and asking some questions. Mine's been gone a lot longer. Oh. Try to cheer up a little bit, even if you have to fake it. And be forewarned that if the kids like you enough, you might be dogpiled. Again, that might just be mine and Kellegar's problem, but you know, it is what it is.
We'll attempt to not be well liked.
Not what I meant, but alright. I think it's just because we leave a lot. I think I'm going to go bother your friend now. Before he ends up sleeping all day.
He might be awake.
Well, he will be once I get there. There's a reason a lot of the doors don't have locks on them. When the kids get into stuff, it's a good thing to not have the lock on there. Anyways, we get some breakfast or something.
I will.
The question is, I don't know if anything else happens, but he is going to head that direction.
You know, I'm sure those will be fine.
He knocks lightly on the door. Is Nate awake?
What time is it?
At this point, it's probably around.
Still pretty early, though. Yeah.
I'd say it's around like maybe. Fuck. Time would. Equivalent of probably around 9.
Okay, yeah, he's still asleep.
Well, apparently not for much longer.
Alright. Can he sneak in?
You certainly.
Should I roll stealth, or is Nate just dead to the world?
He's out.
Oh god. I have to sneak.
I mean, you probably should, I guess.
I think in those cases,
Have
it's usually
passive
a stealth
perception,
roll,
but
the
he's
person
stealth.
who's passive at disadvantage.
Yeah, so you'd
so-
get -5 to it or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 19 plus 6, so that's 25.
Yeah, I don't think my
You're asleep.
I don't think my like 6 is
don't.
gonna beat that.
No, it doesn't.
So he's going to walk over to Nate. And he is literally just going to just sit on him. And then
You are
just, like,
sat upon.
You were sat on, and then he like does like the kid bounce thing.
Can I roll like a con save to remain asleep?
What?
I
don't know if he wakes up. He's a heavy sleeper.
Oh no. Oh.
You know what?
So is Kel.
You can attempt. You can attempt a con save to stay
I
asleep.
will. I will attempt. Okay, that's very low. That's 14. I don't think that's gonna cut it.
No.
Morning, sleepyhead. Wake up.
I
She's like
order a wake-up call.
like bouncing on you.
Why are you in here?
Because you were still asleep and I wanted to bother you.
Well, you have succeeded. He starts trying to get out of the bed.
He's still
Or at least,
sitting
like,
on
sit
you.
up.
Yeah, he's still sitting on
And
you.
he's trying to get his legs out from under you so he can sit up a little.
Does he let you? Or do you have to push him? You're gonna have to push him.
I'm gonna make what do I even like? I'll make like a strength check to see if I can like sit up. Okay, that was better. That was a 17.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, you probably
That's
managed to
gonna work.
slide out from under him.
He's just gonna yank his legs.
Ah, shit.
He's now sitting up. He had all his clothes on under the covers. So you hear his like boots hit the ground. Just rubbing his eyes.
Do you not have other outfits?
Well, I didn't unpack last night, so I was tired. I almost died. You were there. You should know.
Yeah, you know about that. Sorry.
Oh, it's it's all right. People come under the influence of magic. They do all sorts of things. It's it'll heal. He kind of looks down and he like looks under his shirt where he's still got like blood and stuff that he like never took it off. He's like, yeah, it'll be fine.
You want me to bandage you up or something?
No, I'm doing all right, thank you. I had that potion yesterday and good night's rest. Well, for a while anyway.
Can you like poke where the
Time
wound
is it, by
was
the way?
and see if it hurts?
It's
Say again?
you can attempt. It's under
no.
it's under his leather armor.
He's gonna try to poke the wound and see if it hurts him.
I don't think it does anything unless you poke really hard. He should be fine.
We're just going straight off of strength.
Is he like punching him? How hard is he?
No.
Um.
What do I do? Because I rolled a 17.
Oh god.
He's just trying to like poke him really hard to like try to get a reaction.
Yeah, it'd be strength.
Okay, 19.
Yeah, that's enough.
Yeah.
Ow, stop doing that. Please.
Oh yeah, you're totally fine.
I said it will heal. I didn't say it is healed. Also, you don't just get to poke people. Who told you could poke people? You're in my room. Who let you in here?
Actually, you're in my room.
What? Like, I thought I locked the door when I came in. Why is the door ajar?
Locks. They exist around here?
He like leans over and he sees that there's no lock on the
there's
door.
no lock.
And he's just disappointed.
They're like, there was no lock. Interesting.
Just... Yes, that makes sense.
And you'll come to find that I don't really know what personal space is.
Oh, I found it already. Why does your house have well, that explains why your house has no locks.
A lot of children that take things, and if they lock themselves in a room with said things, that could be a problem.
That is just ominous enough that I don't want to know what you're talking about.
There's a reason I don't leave the poisons in the room anymore.
You have poison?
Boy, I am poison. He just kind of smirks with that, like, tooth.
Well, is there any food around here that isn't poisoned? I haven't had food since, well, we met doing the stakeout yesterday, and then before that there was the road, and I had that bread roll, but before that I hadn't had dinner since the day. I haven't eaten in a while, so...
I can go make breakfast if you're hungry, I guess. Or the kids down there are probably getting hungry, actually.
Is this is your house an orphanage?
Yeah.
How old are you?
19.
Why do you live in an orphanage?
I mean, I grew up here. I come back to help once in a while.
Ah. I know how that can be. Well, I think we should go find something to eat. Is everybody else up already?
Everyone except, Ms. Broody. Although she's probably awake and just hiding in her room from the children as well.
I can imagine. She didn't even introduce herself yesterday.
That's kind of normal with her.
Alright, he's good to go, just like, go eat something and relax for the morning. He doesn't really have any plans.
He's going to keep an eye on you to see if you, like, clean up or anything, because you look so scruffy looking.
He's not going to.
That'll change later, as the day goes on. Yeah, he will go down and he'll probably, like, help Granny in the kitchen or something. Yeah. He'll cook. Cook breakfast.
Question. What is Seraphina's passive perception?
Why?
Just asking. What is
no.
Seraphina's passive perception?
11. It's not good.
Cool. Continue.
Why?
Continue. You just happen to own one downstairs.
Yes, 'cause children.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing she has to do right now. 'Cause she just,
And they do not have good passive perceptions. Children have what we call no object permanence.
Does Nate walk into the kitchen?
Yeah, He doesn't have anything better to do.
That's fair.
God.
He's probably just listening to Leo and her bickering about help again.
Mhm.
He's
Yeah,
like
pretty
looking at cooking with yeah,
Yeah.
because he
Like, oh
doesn't
my
understand
God.
how it works.
This is how food is. This is how food works. What
Exactly.
the fuck? That goes there.
Like trying to make mental note on how to make things to eat that aren't just bread or like something that someone he ordered food from brings him.
I mean, isn't that what's happening right now? He's just
Yeah,
Leo's
but he doesn't
cooking
usually
breakfast.
get to be in the kitchen.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't even think he's realized Nate's like watching.
No.
In all
He's
honesty,
just
I think
like
he's
in the doorway, like staring like a weirdo.
Here's the thing: you both are used to kids
that's
being-
true.
like hovering around and stuff. So,
Which
you
he probably
don't even
has a
realize.
couple of them probably trying to help.
oh yeah, yeah. So when does Danika come down?
Don't touch that, child.
Fuck, that's a good question. A handful of hours.
Handful of hours. That is precise.
Like a couple hours or so, give or take.
Okay.
Alright. I feel like he's like mid talking to Granny and just like yanks a knife out of a kid's hand. No.
Yeah. Probably like a butter knife, but still.
Yeah.
It's like no.
No. You wanna help? Set the table.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Food is prepared, and food is set out for the kids and visitors and stuff. And Danika, you eventually come down.
Alright.
You all begin to notice something.
Oh dear. We'll go see it.
Nobody sees Caligar anywhere.
I'll go find him.
Do you need help?
Do you want to look for him?
I can try.
Don't worry, I'll make sure to save big portions for you and him.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mental illness bad. Better off die.
Yeah, the Blair Witch game was a video game that exists. Yeah.
Do not remind me.
You still have to finish that.
I know.
I bought that as well. I bought the VR version of that. I haven't played it yet.
That's
it's not
That's
even
the one she's
like-
been playing.
Yeah,
She's
it's not
like-
even like scary. It's more of because you're in a first person perspective like that, it's the scare of something suddenly jumping into your peripheral and stuff. It's like,
It's not horror, it's unnerving. Like,
Yeah.
extremely unnerving.
But yeah.
Well, yeah, and then when there's like a freaky, fast lightning monster thing, it becomes horror.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Seraphina's going to go look for Caligar.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me investigation to find Caligar.
Okay. And we're gonna try this one. Hey, that's better. 22.
Okay. It doesn't take you long. At this point, all the kids are already inside, so no kids are over at the animals and stuff. You do find Caligar. He seems to have taken a normal hairbrush
Aw.
and he's currently attempting to brush Furry Cow.
Oh, this is where you've wandered off to?
Gotta make sure Furry Cow is combed and brushed.
Well, do you want some help before we go eat breakfast?
It's okay. I got him.
Okay. Are you okay, Cal?
Yeah.
She just kind of tilts her head at him.
Oh, she inside Leo. She inside Cal. I see how it is.
It's one of those.
I mean, feel
that
free to insight.
Yeah.
He's just, yeah.
11?
No.
Apparently not allowed to insight.
No. That natural 2024 is a no. Because yes, the barbarian has proficiency in deception apparently.
I say it again. I say he learned that from Leo.
Probably. But yeah, he just brushing away. Maybe a perception check.
Okay.
Because while she believes him that he's fine,
Jay?
you rolled horribly still, didn't you?
I rolled an 8.
Oh shit.
I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed.
You know, I could hurt the player
I just
because the
I would
character doesn't see it.
I would like to point out something. I'm
Uh-huh.
over here like, I'd love nothing more than to RP things, and the dice are like, no, not allowed.
No. RP? What is that? So, for player knowledge, what the player doesn't see,
Oh no.
Why would you do this to me?
because I can. You see, you would have seen dry tears.
Lovely.
Because while he seems fine the way he's talking, yeah. Unfortunately, with that 8, you don't see the dried tears.
Yeah. Listen, I
You're
see
small
nothing.
bean.
I know nothing.
Yeah.
You're small bean. You're far away from face.
Listen, at this point, I'm just like, there are two sides to me. The one side that's like, I need to keep inciting because, like, that's the only way I'm gonna know things. The other side is like, screw it, the dice don't want me to.
Believe everyone.
Which is going to get me killed one day.
What did that thing make you see?
My brother.
Is he okay?
I believe so. Last I heard from him, he's well with my family. I'm the only one that's left. Left home, I mean. It was just strange, and to be honest, Kel, I'm not sure how to handle what I saw. I've never done that before.
I haven't had to.
What?
I haven't had to.
You didn't see anyone, did you?
He just kind of shrugs.
You know, anything you tell me stays between you and me. Like a little secret.
I heard a voice while I was alone in the courtyard.
A voice?
Mm-hmm.
What did it say?
They're only with you because you're strong.
Oh, Kel, that's not true at all. Kel, you are a wonderful person. I appreciate you for all that you are. Being strong is good and nice, but... Well, are you with me because I'm strong? Because I'm certainly not strong at all.
I'm here to keep people safe.
And you do. And that's wonderful, but that's not the only thing you're here for.
Mm.
I might be very small, and so I can't see things from your perspective very well. But from down here, I see a big man with a very big heart. And that's why I like to be around you.
You see him stop brushing Furry Cow and he just starts looking at his chest. You see my heart? Where?
Oh.
It's a figure of speech, Kel.
Mhm.
It means I see how much you care.
I've never lost anyone.
No? I haven't either. So, let's promise that we're going to try to make sure that doesn't happen. Together. If you'd like.
He'll nod. Yeah, he'll just nod.
She just smiles up at him. Now, are you hungry?
A little.
Leo made breakfast.
Okay. We'll give you bath later, Furry Cow.
She holds out her hand to him.
He will lower his hand, and she's able to grab like a finger or two.
Yeah, just a finger. He's real big.
He's only 7.5 feet tall, man.
He is 3 foot.
You know. Yeah, you lead him back in.
How does Nate feel having a home-cooked meal?
He is taken aback. He's quietly enjoying his food.
Leo is literally just staring at you, by the way.
He's doing his best not to make eye contact.
Avoid eye contact. Prolonged eye contact.
Do you
actually have other clothes, or do you just like to wear the tattered shit?
I have been through many different garments, and at the moment, I am between replacements.
What?
And there's nothing wrong with that.
As Danika walked down with 3 serious slashes in her dress still.
See?
I'm gonna have to do some
That was repaired,
repairs.
I thought.
The first time. We just got out of a combat where she was slashed to fuck.
No, that's true. Very true.
I'm going to...
Perfectly normal behavior.
I'm going to have to repair your clothes. Both of you.
I'll just buy new ones. You don't need to fix
What?
these.
No. Who does that?
I do. Well, we're in an orphanage, so I don't imagine lots of new clothes come here. Nothing wrong with that. But I assure you, it's perfectly normal.
Do not make me forcefully take the clothes to fix them.
Now he's like covering his... He's like wrapping his arms around himself.
Like, no.
It's like, no.
Or I could do it while you're wearing them. You just gotta not move.
Now he's just staring at you, and like narrowed eyes, trying to finish his food so he can leave with his clothes intact.
Look, I'm just trying to be nice. Jeez.
About this time, Seraphina comes back in with...
Found him!
Oh good, maybe you can help me convince him. This man does not want me to fix his clothes. He just decided that he wanted to go buy new ones.
I fail to see why my clothing habits are your concern. These clothes are perfectly good until I can buy more clothes that will also be perfectly good.
I need to ask, how are you able to upkeep such a habit? Clothes are rather expensive. I have found out the hard way.
His hers are like dusty and dirty.
Singe marks.
Exploded.
Well, I've had a very successful career. Until
do you
late.
do?
I'm between jobs at the moment.
Well,
That's all right.
What did you do?
I was an expert on architecture.
Insight!
Leo is looking at him with this I already don't believe that look anyways. Like, whether it's true or not, he's just giving that look.
How do you handle insight when you're technically not lying? You're just withholding the truth. I guess that still counts.
That would
Yeah,
still
it
be a
does.
second.
Deception,
Yeah.
I am
Alright, that's
mad.
good.
You will probably get away with it because my dice don't want me to insight.
And I will deceive. Oh, you'll probably get me.
That's
What is
already
it?
been said once already today.
7.
I rolled a 6.
Haha! Yes.
You just hear, without her even looking up, how are you an expert in buildings?
Well, I've had a long career in examining the houses of nobles, hence the high rate of profit that I've managed to accrue for myself. Until recently, I've decided I needed a bit of a change of scenery.
I mean, breaking into them.
I wouldn't say that.
Granny has a
Why
passive
do you
insight
say
of
that?
21.
Yeah, Granny, we don't fuck with Granny.
Granny's like, yeah, sure.
I'll have you know I was often, if not most of the time, invited in which takes a lot more class and finesse, but no, nobody acknowledges that.
I have also been invited into places. What's your point?
He's angrily eating his breakfast now. He's fed up with it. Nobody has appreciation for a craft.
Well,
Craft just happens to be stealing from people.
He's like, is that like a cape that he's wearing?
Basically, it's a cloak.
Cloak.
It's a cloak.
He's like grabbed part of the cloak and is like looking at it. Does not know personal space.
He does not.
But he's also grown up around children that don't know personal space.
you know. Well, because you're between jobs right now, it might be for the best to save money. You know? It wouldn't hurt.
Well, I suppose. Usually not one for saving, but sure, why not?
How much money have you had before? Were you rich?
Yes. Well, I'm not sure I'd ever actually counted. I
rich.
gained a few $100,000 worth once. But
Rapid pointing.
How do you have none of that left?
well, some of it was donated, I'll have you know, to the church. But the rest was to I've been enjoying a lengthy holiday.
I do not understand this at all. I'm going to eat now.
Leo,
Like,
Uh-huh.
as you're holding the cloak,
Mm-hmm.
something kind of sticks out from underneath the table and touches it.
Hmm.
At the end of a walking stick. And at first, you're a little confused. And then you realize Granny has stopped eating.
Mm-hmm.
And you see the fabric on the cloak begin to sort of start repairing itself.
Hey, Granny, don't take my busy work.
It's just a cloak, dear.
Hmm.
You have your work cut out with you with those leathers.
Ah, true.
It's just Granny knows mending.
Well, good news. He's a heavy enough sleeper that I can just sneak right in.
That won't be necessary. I'll go and put on. I'm sure I have something in that bag.
That's
Don't
a
really
good
remember the last
boy.
time I took inventory, but it should. Yeah, well.
That's a good
And
boy. Go on.
he goes and stomps upstairs.
And you looks at Danika. Should probably get yours fixed too, just based on the fact that you are around children.
how badly is Danika's stuff, like, messed up?
Drag is muted.
Funny thing, Discord wasn't muted for me when I hit my mute button, so I had to unmute after I muted myself. It's fine.
Ah, beautiful.
Excellent. She took like, what was it, 3 or 4 solid slashes?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
one to the back and several to the front.
Maybe one on one of the sides. It's
Yeah, well, and a couple of them would have left some singe marks on the edges of the cuts and tears in the cloth because electricity. So,
in translation. It's a miracle this thing is covering the important bits.
Ah,
Yeah, just based on the
Anime
fact that you're
logic.
around children, you should probably change into that other dress that you got, and I'll fix that up.
Right. Fun.
I mean, I like the view.
throws a roll at his head.
Ah, shit. He will throw it back.
She's turning to walk away, hearing him now. Thanks. Sparing me the effort. Oh yeah, she'll go up and change into that other dress.
Does Nate actually have anything he can wear?
Can I do a D100? I don't know what's in that bag. He doesn't know what's in that bag.
Jay.
I know what he has on him, but God,
He doesn't know what's in the bag. He doesn't know if he has another outfit.
I don't know if he has another outfit. He might have like a shawl. Literally
you know-
anything. I gotta know. Laughing.
Quick, roll for Schrodinger.
you probably have as far as like a set of common clothes. Most explorers kits come with them.
Exactly. He's got like a white shirt and some like sleeping pants or something.
Bloomers.
Yeah, he's gonna put that on.
You have some pantaloons.
He's now cold.
It's not. Yeah.
I mean, it's probably
getting
warmer
closer
in
to
the
winter.
house. Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely warmer in the house. It's yeah.
Oh,
Just don't go
cold
outside.
compared to when he was wearing like an undershirt and like a tunic and
I
leathers and a cloak.
Do I also have to fix his boots?
The boots stay on.
He will fix those then while you're wearing them if you are being that stubborn.
He will not get to the boots.
You wanna bet? He's got a
The
rope
line
and he
that
was
will
not
not be
afraid to use
crossed.
it.
A concession has already been made. He gets the rest of the clothes. The boots stay on.
We'll see when you get back down there what that conversation turns into.
Floor is too cold. Alright. Nate comes down in his kind of clean white clothes, his like bed clothes that he didn't know he owned. And I don't know, he like kind of tosses all of this stuff on like a chair. Like, there it is.
Fair.
I actually also put
Shoes
notes on what
too.
her backup dress looks like.
What does her backup dress look like? It's a moo-moo. No, I'm just kidding.
Shoes
That's a
too,
moo-moo.
sir, and hat.
Don't worry about it.
The hat stays on.
Okay, what about
And
the
the shoes as well. The floor in here is covered. You can just
You
wash
can
everything else.
sit on the couch and I'll do the boots while you're wearing
The
them.
rain will wash the shoes. Why are you like this, man? I've given you my clothes. What do you want?
I mean... You have to sleep sometime. He goes and picks them up. And I am not afraid to use this as he pats the... By the way, he keeps the rope on his belt. As he, like, pats it.
Just rope. Hey, Drag, what would you like her backup dress to look like?
What I almost want to do for fucking just sheer discomfort of it all. Aspire, this affects you the most, odds or evens?
Oh gods, why me?
Because you were the one who would make it most uncomfortable if the dice are not in your favor.
Oh gods. Odds.
Okay, so she's not coming downstairs in what is effectively a cocktail dress.
Oh, because small bean.
Yes. But something like that is a longer skirt. Simple black thing. Which she will forcibly throw her current dress at Leo.
That was unnecessary.
Haha.
You wanted to fix it.
Well, yeah. As he kind of points to, like, the teenage boys around the table.
Yeah.
Whatever. Now what?
Currently, I'm trying to convince this one to give me the rest of the stuff to fix because, holy crap.
He's gonna look down at his boots, and there's only a little blood. And, like, he scraped off the mud before he came inside. He's sure that they're fine. Just gonna give you, like, a shrug. And sit back down at the table and, like, have leftovers or something.
Okay.
Or just take a nap.
Then we're gonna do it this way. As he's walking by to go and fix the stuff, Jay,
Yes.
can he snatch the hat and bolt?
Okay. Here's how I'm going to grade this.
Okay.
You are determined to keep the hat, correct?
Nate, the boots are whatever, but Nate is probably a lot more determined to keep the hat for reasons he hasn't talked about than anybody would be to take it.
Cool. What I need is a dexterity check from Leo.
Great check.
Yes.
Okay.
And the same from Nate.
See if you could stop him from snatching it.
See which one of you is quicker.
Oh, I got it very low.
Oh no. 21.
Oh,
yeah,
fuck.
I lost.
Your hat is snatched.
Yeah, and he's just gonna bolt straight upstairs as fast as he can.
Nate is following. He's going to get his hat back.
Oh god, we're about to play keep away with a hat.
Good.
Yeah, no, he goes into his room and he is going to attempt to hold the door closed.
Alright, this will be interesting because it will be contested athletics checks.
At the same time, could he also be kind of a dick and like shove the hat in his bag of holding?
While running and shutting the door. I don't know about that.
Well, because while he was standing there, he probably would have thrown everything else on the floor, type of thing.
Nate was like 1 foot behind. There's no way he had time to do all
We're going to do it this way.
Okay, that's fair.
We'll do the first.
Well, he's like standing
First
there
set
holding the door, yeah.
Yeah, first set athletics checks first.
Okay.
If Leo's able to hold the door shut, then yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Leo is able to hold the door shut. I got a 1.
15.
Oh. Well, yeah.
I've been rolling below like 5 all session.
Yeah, dice
It
aren't
happens.
enjoying you right now.
What you gonna do to get it back?
Nathaniel's just gonna bang on the door a little, and then when Leo inevitably doesn't open it, he's just gonna give up and go to his room
That's,
and
well,
try and avoid everyone.
technically, that was the room he was staying in.
that was the room he was staying in. He's gonna look around and try and find like a quiet spot.
Sure. You're able to. Easy enough. Most kids are downstairs and the only ones upstairs are the older ones, and they're off on their own devices anyway.
That's fair. He's going to start working on the stuff once he hears Nate actually walk away.
Mm-hmm.
He will be nice and probably work on that first, in all honesty. He's a dick, but he's not a complete dick. He was a little disappointed Nate didn't continue because he was kind of having fun. But, you know, that's the...
Fair.
Yeah, meet people you could have, like, a lot of fun with like that. Danika's no fun.
Actually, where is Nate right now? Is Nate in Danika's room? Is that not like the only other upstairs room? Or is there?
Oh, there's a couple of upstairs rooms.
Okay. That makes
This
sense.
is a larger building.
Alrighty.
Think of it like a farmhouse.
All your stuff's still in the
I
room
see.
with Leo, too.
What little stuff he owns.
Yeah, he's
Oh
questioning
god, yeah.
what you've done with all that money.
Just it goes by surprisingly quick.
Well, Blair's where he doesn't know how to cook, so
Leo
he's buying all
wasn't
of his
paying enough attention for him to, like, get that hint, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's fine.
But he did kind of, I will say, he probably made, like, a mental note of, like, the way Nate reacted with the food. It seemed like he hadn't, like, had a home-cooked meal in a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so should I roll something to see how long this takes him to do
Yeah,
all
go ahead
of
and
that?
roll me.
Because the leathers are going to take him a little longer.
Yeah,
I'm
the
sure.
leathers will definitely take a bit. I don't want to say it because people are going to get tired of me saying dexterity check.
Well, that's what most of them are, because it's like...
Yeah, because of sewing. Sewing and, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
I rolled a 19 plus 4, so 23.
jeez. Okay.
He hasn't been doing
the stuff
this
that's
a
not
lot.
the leathers takes, it goes by rather fast.
Mm.
Well, relatively. The leathers, while you did roll high, it's still leathers, and it still does take precision to make sure, like, the stuff lines up and stuff like that for the leather.
Mhm.
Or else it's going to look not good. Not good at all.
He doesn't fix clothes for the kids all the time.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you're able to get it done in a few hours.
And I'll
Decent
have
time.
him come out in a few hours then.
All right.
Whenever, depending on what happens in the meantime. For all I know, Nate could come back in that time.
Yeah, right. So, what is Seraphina doing?
Eating and then gonna look up at Danika. I'm going to ask the question, and more than likely, I am not really expecting an answer. But are you alright? After yesterday.
As if Drag is back.
Yes, hi.
There you go.
I remembered I had backup snack nuggies.
Nice.
Nice.
Just looking at her. Any reason I shouldn't be?
I'm not sure, that's why I'm asking. A lot happened.
Yeah.
Say that again, I'm sorry.
Because you just replied to you.
To all of us.
Does she not realize it was only her and Leo and Kiddo affected?
I don't think so.
I don't think she does. Because she did ask Kel as far as if he saw anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Which I will get to.
Yeah.
All I did was fight the smoky fuck that was fucking with you.
So you didn't see anyone?
Nope.
Well, thank you for fighting him. I'm sorry. Sorry, I wasn't much of much help.
He started it.
That he did.
I'm assuming Leo left food on the counter. Or at
It's all on the table, yeah.
She's just gonna steal a bit of food from his plate just to be an asshole.
You know.
He surprisingly does not eat much. Whenever he does
Speaking
eat.
of stealing, Nate would never steal from orphans, but
But
if there are any, like, oftentimes in places like this, there's stuff just sort of left strewn about, and if there's anything that he could, like, cover his head with about the place, he might borrow it until he gets his hat back.
Finds a pillowcase, makes it sit.
Pillowcase bandana. Something like that. Why not? Yeah, he's now looking for something like a pillowcase that he can make into a bandana. Or preferably a hat lying around. Even if it's awkwardly child size.
I love how there's no reaction.
I just, you know...
Just because if he can find something like that and cover up, he'd probably be comfortable going back downstairs and getting some more food, because he is still hungry.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna move him, like, over here, because bothering me is too close to everybody.
That's fair.
He's upstairs.
Fair.
As I realize how I, like, imagined his room setup is, like, Nate could totally be a dick and do the same exact thing, because the desk is, like, back to the door.
Mm-hmm. Sure, it's fine.
I assume we found something. Otherwise, this is very awkward.
I assume so. I'm gonna say, yeah, worst case scenario, he now has a pillowcase bandana on, and he's gonna head downstairs.
Yeah, that works.
Back to the table. No, just don't acknowledge it.
Is that really necessary?
Have you know bandanas are very fashionable with the higher class?
just kind of head tilts looking at it.
I suppose
She's very confused.
That's fine. He doesn't look that bad. It's just a white bandana that's very clearly made out of a random piece of cloth. He's just gonna go back to eating.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, probably after saying good morning to Danika, because I don't think they actually acknowledged each other at all.
That is true.
She would hear the morning. She would see the funny hat. Right.
That's all that needs to be said.
Yep.
I guess the one person who would make fun of him for it isn't here. Thankfully.
For now.
For
We
now.
have to eventually go get your hat.
When he returns, the original hat will be reacquired, so everything will be okay.
Well, I hope you guys aren't eating for several hours, to be fair.
Yeah, no.
Eh.
You're not. With Leo fixing clothing and stuff, what does Seraphina do?
She'll probably, like, ask Granny if there's, like, a male person in town and head to go drop off letters for home.
Alright.
First.
Okay.
She
Yeah,
doesn't really have a lot to do right now.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Sorry.
Alright, hello. There's one. Quite a little ways in town. You shouldn't be able to miss it.
Thank you, Granny. I'll be back.
Alright.
And she'll head out towards town.
You do not go alone. You begin getting followed.
Hi?
About 12 kids. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. Kelligar.
Do you want to
You
go
just
to
fought.
town with me?
Oh. I'd say people are just... don't want people to be alone.
Well, I appreciate that. Come on, I just have to drop off these 2 letters.
May have spaced out for about 10 seconds what I missed.
She's dropping off letters.
And she's going to go take mail, and her and Kelligar followed her, and is now, yeah.
I see. I made the mistake of opening up my Bluetooth earbuds case and it connected to those. We're like, fuck.
No.
Fair. So, who all are you sending letters to?
She is sending letters to Mother and to Belfast.
Okay. So yeah, you able to get them sent off. They'll deliver them when they can.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to be in town for a little bit? In case anything's sent back.
I'm not sure. Potentially? We'll see?
All right. All right. We'll see when we can get them sent out.
Thank you very much. I very much appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah. You drop them off. Do you head straight back to the...
Yeah, she doesn't really. I think she's. Yeah,
She doesn't want to go about visit Chimkey.
she's got like 50 gold on her right now, so like she doesn't
Mm.
have.
After the
money.
cursed stick, do you really want to go visit that shop
Yeah,
again?
no.
Aye.
Well, she has
That
no
stick
reason
is
to go to
proving to be
that.
good.
She has no reason to go to that shop for 2 reasons. Number one, she doesn't have any money to spend on anything actually worth anything. And secondly, it wasn't what she thought. And so, yeah.
And I don't
And
think
she's
he had much
disappointed.
last time, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So, she has nothing else really to do, so she's gonna head back and probably get back to playing with the kids
Okay.
for now, unless she's needed.
Well, what I'll say is eventually you'll get back, but we're going to go ahead first to Leo. You do eventually get the stuff done,
Mhm.
and wherever Nate has holed himself up,
Yeah, I'm waiting. I was waiting to see what these two were doing before I did anything.
Drew, what are you two doing?
Well, this isn't exactly a go out and kill wildlife dress, so she's not going to go out to hunt.
Oh.
She'd rather be outside, just like along the perimeter. Just walking with her stick. The all-powerful artifact that must never leave her side. Like, basically quasi-patrolling, but she's just walking. Eyes to the sky.
Fair. Very fair. What does Nathaniel do?
Nathaniel is gonna sort of laze about in the dining area for a little while, and then eventually feel awkward and ask Granny if there's anything that like needs doing about the place that he can help with.
Well, since you're offering, you could. And she starts listing off like household chores, like sweeping and stuff like that. Just basic household things.
Yeah, Nate's good at that kind of stuff. He starts
There you
cleaning.
There you go.
Probably.
Oh, that makes it even better. You come down, Leo, to him sweeping.
Oh, good. We got a new maid.
What makes it even better is the pillowcase bandana.
By the way, the hat's not in the pile. He's just being a dick now again.
So am I going to have to ask for it back, or?
What do we say?
Please?
He'll come over and he'll, like, pull it out of his bag.
Nate takes all of his stuff, and he's gonna just sort of, like, put it aside for a minute, and then go back to sweeping until he finishes the room.
There.
You know, I'm just trying to play around with you.
No, it's alright. You got it fair and square. I just have to be more careful in the future.
Well, I mean, pretty much all brand new, almost. Imagine with that high roll, it pretty much is.
Yeah, no?
Thank you. It's been a while since I've had washed clothes. It'll be a shame when I buy new ones, but suppose I can wear these out again until then.
You know, you don't live very well, do you?
Live well enough in between the patches where I don't. Live the way I want, that's what matters. Don't you think?
I guess that's true. kind of remind me of myself a little bit. Not a fan of people taking care of you, are you?
It just hasn't been necessary for a long time.
Hmm.
What about you? What do you do when you're not at the orphanage? Don't suppose you spend much of your time here at all.
This is probably the longest I've stayed in a while, actually. But, I do contracting.
Now it's Nate's turn to make an insight check.
Not wrong, but what does he mean by that? So do I still roll deception because he's, like, not specifying?
Yeah, it's an incomplete truth. It's the same thing I did earlier.
Yeah, it's sounding incomplete true, so yeah, it doesn't.
Will I continue my low streak? I will!
13.
Oh, match, 13.
I believe it sees through the insight, or the deception when it's matches, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
that's the official rule. If you match it's a DC.
Mm-hmm. I look at it more of a... He's not... Well, technically it's... Yeah.
Yeah, he's not
telling the full truth.
Yeah, he's not really lying, he's just... It's probably not what it's actually called.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think about what Nate would say to that. So, do you make a lot on these contracts?
Our last job was about 1,000 gold.
It's more than I tend to walk away with, despite what I may have said earlier.
Yeah, I figured I'd be actually kind of shocked if you actually went through that much funding really quick.
Oh, I believe me and some companions did really take that much once, but, well, it gets split up. There are charges for those kinds of jobs that need to be paid for, and then, well, stop work for a few months and you'll be surprised how much you go through.
Yeah, I guess. So, I guess it's more shocking to me because our contracts come in between months sometimes. And we still have plenty.
Well, perhaps it's just a difference in lifestyle. No offense.
More, I guess. I got used to not dealing with the luxury side of it. Perfectly content with sleeping out in the woods.
And therein lies our difference in lifestyle.
Not everyone can do it, but it works.
I was always more of a bed person.
To each their own, I guess.
So, on your contracts, are you contracted to make things or to take things?
Can he look around real quick and make sure the granny's not around? Or the kids?
Make a perception check. Granny isn't. That I will say, Granny is not.
Perception actually rolled well. 21.
There's no kids.
Neither.
Either. I generally find almost everyone can be split into those two categories. Just as Granny managed to work out earlier that I take things from buildings rather than making buildings.
I take something, alright.
That's a shame. You really seem to have a good thing going with making things here. At the orphanage, at least. I think Nate is just about done sweeping by now. And he's gonna grab his newly clean clothes. He's gonna go get dressed.
And I think his only comment as you're walking away is, I'm not the type to settle down.
Fair enough.
Alright, Nate is upstairs, back in the room. He has to push the dresser out of the way of the door. And then he starts getting his clothes back on.
Fair.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna go out and take care of his horsey while he waits then.
Fair.
I feel like there's gonna be a lot of snooping on both ends now. Now he's just curious about Nate, and then
That's
Nate's curious
fine.
about him.
I don't see any problems.
They're both not as forthcoming too, which is what's interesting about them.
Yeah.
Hey,
True.
let me type in some exception. I'm sad. Sad me is very sad.
I just can't get over Aspire's comment yesterday of just kiss.
They just met yesterday. Need time.
I know, but she's all ready for the fan fiction apparently.
Yeah.
It was immediate, just right off the bat.
She's like, well, this is my couple now. This is her shipping couple already.
It's fine.
Yeah, eventually he'll, like, probably talk to Nate about the Samuel situation, but he did get a chance to bring that up before Nate just walked out of the room.
Nate did go to get changed, this is true.
Yeah. But yeah. You've blindfolded yourself.
I did, and then I unblindfolded myself. I didn't know that would go in the chat.
Yes, it does.
I saw it on the menu, I was like, ooh. I don't know what I expected.
This button do.
Oh god.
Okay.
Please.
Oh god, no, drag, why?
Please.
Not again.
Yeah, he'll be outside probably taking care of the horse for a little bit.
But then you'll be outside when Seraphina and Caligar come back.
Where did you two
Actually-
run off to?
Actually, Seraphina, you get pulled along on a side mission.
Oh no.
You
You
get
know-
pulled along to the shop.
I know what he's gonna
Okay,
do. I'm gonna
perfect.
message you.
Oh no, not again. I'm scared. Yeah, you get pulled along to the shop as Caligar just starts veering off from the path you're headed home. And eventually gets to the shop.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'll let you do this and then I'll say it out loud because I don't know how Snoopy Nate is yet. If you'd see him do this.
That's fair.
Danika's already proven it, so.
You go in to the shop.
Mm-hmm.
He goes into the shop, and I'm assuming you follow him in.
Oh, yeah, she's just kind of like
She's like,
trying
wait
to
a minute.
like, wait, Cal.
But you head in, and Ella's currently talking to Jez, who is actually behind the counter. Her father is not at the moment.
Hello?
Hello. Cal, were you able to give, Leo what I... Yes. Yes, I did. I gave it to him. Good. Anything I can help you two with?
No, not really. Whatever. Hellbrotten, wait, you sent something?
Something was left here, when I returned, from collecting what you all helped me collect, and it just said to give to, Leo.
Oh, alright.
Or you see Kel asking as far as about, something.
About something.
Yeah, he's just asking as far as about buying something.
Mm-hmm.
Do you listen in on what he's asking?
Well, yeah, I'm standing right there.
Well, look. You've already made it perfectly clear you're like 4 feet shorter than him.
That doesn't mean she doesn't have ears!
You know, it's fair, and Kellegar doesn't know what being quiet means. He starts talking. Oh, no. Fair. But you did, you overhear him asking about, how to word this. You know what? Yeah, he basically asked for a bigger brush. And she just looks at him. Is this for your little furry friend? He nods. Let me see what I have. And she'll go to the back. So now it's just the two of you out there.
Cool. This is just like the general store and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can buy bombs here. I'm just kidding. Where am
Be
I?
a little concerned.
You don't know. Why does she come back? Here. I have this, and it's like a heavy-duty, like, 1 foot long comb.
Mm-hmm.
And she just gives it to him. You don't hear her say anything about a price. Make sure you comb his fur very carefully. You don't want to pull any of the fur out. Okay. Thank you. And then you turn to leave. You all turn to leave.
She just gives Jez this smile and way of like, I saw that.
Look, she helps out when she can.
Yeah, she's not gonna. Yeah.
It's like he's trying. Going to help. He's trying.
Yeah.
But yeah, you start. Now you head back again.
Yeah. Concern.
Do you want me to say that thing first, or
That's up to you. That's if Danika even goes back inside right now.
fair? Right. Fair.
Oh, it's just a note for you to
Okay,
like,
that's
say.
fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, first, what are you doing?
Me?
Yeah, you said you were doing something else.
Yeah, once his horse is all taken care of and everything fed and stuff, he's going to kind of subtly sneak off to the forest. He had some things to pick up.
Fair.
Reluctantly. Honestly,
Yeah.
he has like a reluctant look if anybody does spot him, but yes, he is on his way there.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna put a
Okay.
pic over here.
Cool. Yeah. You head off. It's probably when you run into them on the way back. Because you're about to head off as they get back to the house.
Oh, okay. So then he'd wait until they like went inside or something.
Yeah.
He don't want people following him.
Fair. Well, Killerguard's going to head back over to Furry Cow anyway.
Fair. Hell won't follow
now-
him.
No, he going Furry Cow. What does Seraphina do? Does Seraphina go back inside? Or does Seraphina bug people outside? What does Seraphina do?
See, I'm having this problem, and where she doesn't necessarily have a lot to kind of bug people on at the moment.
Uh-huh.
Because my dice said, no, you know nothing.
Yes.
She assumes everybody's fine.
But they are.
Totally.
You have no reason to worry.
Physically fine, and I keep smiling. I'm totally perfectly fine.
Listen, me as a player is going, that's bull crap, and I know that from experience, thanks. Yeah, I don't really know what she'd do right now. She doesn't really have a lot. She doesn't want to be making any concoctions here where there are children.
Fair.
So
Very fair.
that's all I got.
Does she stay outside? That's what we were trying to figure out, because he was trying to go off when no one was paying attention.
I mean,
That he knows.
probably. I guess probably just post up somewhere and like be scribbling down a little bit of like notes, sketches, or something like that.
Then I was.
In her
Fair.
notebook.
Then I was stealth.
Okay. You stealth.
Yeah, with a dirty 20. Stealthing or not, doesn't mean he can't be spotted.
That's true. Yeah. That's... So, yes.
Whether or not.
Danika patrolling out there. Apparently Small Bean still outside.
He is. Or she is. Yes. There's also other small beans wandering.
It's more whether or not anybody was actually, like, looking around and spotting him, too.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Since you're wandering around the area there, Danika, go ahead and roll perception.
Cool.
If she follows him again, he will shoot her this time, I'm just saying.
I mean, it's fair.
That's
No.
an 8.
Okay, yeah, no, nobody sees you.
He's more focused on the skies, but like, fuck, this stress is uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's not worried. He's only worried about 2 people, to be fair. Being sneaky.
Fair. Yeah, it's a lot of death. So yeah, you head off into the forest.
Mm.
So, You head off. Eventually, Danika, I'd assume you probably head into the house.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay. You head in, and I want to assume you go back to your room.
Yeah.
Your dress is there, as well as a pouch sitting on top of it.
She is going to look to the pouch.
You look to the pouch. You look in the pouch.
Yes, I look at the pouch.
Okay. There's 50 gold in it.
Hmm.
He did promise he would make sure she got paid.
Yep.
Hmm. Yep, she is going to pick up the pouch and immediately head back outside to figure out where the whole snake boy went.
At this point, he is gone.
Yeah,
He's outside looking for a snake.
You're fair.
you don't know if he's in town, if he went back out there, you have no idea.
Fuck right, I have options.
Yep.
Yeah, you do. While you debate those options, you head off. Well, you're already headed off into the forest, and you get there. I mean, you obviously know the way. There's no point in, there's no rolls to be made. You know where you're going.
Yeah.
You see the grave.
Yeah, he's probably gonna actually sit by that for a little bit, kind of build up the courage to go back into the house.
Yeah.
Just talk to his dad for a bit.
Fair. See if a website transferred over.
Yeah, he'll be there for a little bit. That was a pretty low roll for his wisdom. So he'll actually be gone probably several hours before he finally goes and gets the stuff out of his dad's workshop.
Fair. I feel like I heard something there. Also, did somebody else say something?
I didn't hear anything.
I know I didn't say anything specific.
Okay, brain is doing it. It's fine. So that's fine. Anyway. You sit there for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, by this point, it's probably, by the time he actually gets back, it's probably going to be getting, like, sunset or dark.
Yeah.
In all honesty, because of how, like, when he would have left and that. So he's, again, it depends on what everybody does. Like, there's nothing else I could do other than eventually he'll go grab a bunch of stuff to have Seraphina look at it with him.
True. Well,
whether or not anybody goes and looks for him, Kel probably won't, because I feel like Kel knows where he goes when he just disappears like that.
yeah, Kel's doing his furry cow, combing out the hair, and going to give him a bath. I know Nate is going to be helping Granny more around the house.
Yes, Nate is going to be getting his stuff on, and then by the time everybody is like, by this time he's still sweeping, probably. I don't know, doing some kind of
Sweeping
chore.
more rooms.
Yeah. And with that, I gotta head out. So that's probably what he's going to be doing for the rest of the.
Okay, I'll do an
Fair.
RP with you privately with him, because he is going to talk to you like about Samuel and stuff.
Okay, that works.
That'll definitely work. Alrighty, bud.
I imagine
Jeez.
the stuff he
Bye.
finds.
Thanks for having me again. It was fun.
Yeah.
Sorry I gotta head out so early.
All good.
Alright.
Alrighty, have a good one. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
I mean, if she notices he's gone for a while, she'll probably ask her if anybody's seen him, but like...
I think Danika's been outside looking for him.
Yep.
Yeah, here, let me see. What do you need to roll? What do you do first, Danika?
The first thing that came to mind is that maybe she could check from in the town because maybe he went shopping or some shit. Who knows?
Fair. So here's how I'll do this. Mostly because it'll be funny. I assume you're not, well, Aspire is broker Discord. Well, shit, I was about to say something.
What?
Oh, is it
There it is.
Seraphina?
Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry, I just...
Oh, good. Yeah, Danika, I assume you're not hiding the fact you're looking for someone.
Yeah. Seems kind of annoyed too.
Fair, which would probably be seen once Seraphina notices that, yeah, she's the only one out here other than kids at the moment. And now Danika has come out.
What's wrong?
You haven't seen the serpent, have you?
He was over here by the horse. She's
Yeah, he was at the horse. Now he sees the cattle over at Furry Cow.
Okay, I caught that part, and I did not catch what Danika said in response.
Yeah, she asked if you've seen the serpent around.
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. My Discord is not happy.
Bap it.
Last I remember, I don't even think she saw him at the horse. Like, they got back and he wasn't here.
No, he would have been over at the horse when you and Keller got back.
Okay. I was not sure about that.
Yeah.
Last I saw, he was tending to his horse. He's not there now.
Right.
What's the matter?
I have questions. And like she's going to go to walk towards town.
Do you go with or no?
I mean... yeah, I guess, because she doesn't think anybody else saw him leave, and she doesn't know... She has two options in her brain where he probably went, and town is one of them, but she feels like he would have said something if he went to town, but she also doesn't know. To her, Leo and Danika are freaking weird, and they'll never say anything until, like, they want to, and so, like, she's not sure if he wanted to tell anybody he was going somewhere.
Fair. Okay. So you do go with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
She
both of
doesn't
you
really have any other point of reference. She doesn't even know where in the woods to begin looking. She just knows he goes out there and to leave that alone.
Yeah, that is very true. You know that. So yeah, you both head off into town. You search for a decent amount of time. You stop by, but don't go in to Barnabas' shop.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see him in there. You poke your head into the shop. Jez and Damas work in. You don't see him there. You also don't see either of them currently in the shop. You assume they're probably back. Hey, you kind of just wander around town for about an hour. Don't see him anywhere.
Well, I think I know where he went, but we should probably just wait for him to come back.
We still near the general store where Jez works?
Yes!
So thanks for hold that thought. And she's going to walk into the store, up to the counter.
Okay.
Question.
Well, nobody's there right now.
Okay. She will wait until someone's there.
Okay. Older Damas walks out of the back. Eh?
Jez around.
I think she's in the back. Hold on. Jez? One of your new friends? About a minute passes and she comes out, kind of wiping her hands off. See a bit of oil on them. Hey, yes? Oh,
Question.
hello, you two. Yes?
Did you pay Leo for services rendered?
Technically speaking, yes.
What do you mean, technically?
Well, there was an item here waiting to be delivered to him when I got here. And she sees you look perturbed, annoyed.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll also say, along with a bag of gold, I believe my father set aside for your group. Is everything okay?
Seems in thought for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And she's just gonna walk out.
Okay.
The player remembers something but is not going to mention it.
Well, Sarah was waiting outside and just kind of thinking things over and just kind of seemingly pouting now.
Hmm.
But I see this pout.
She's not hiding it.
Something wrong with that one?
He said he wanted to show me something. And now he's gone. And I think I know where he went. But I'm not supposed to go there without him. I don't even know where it is.
I do this.
Hmm.
You want to risk being shot?
No, I do not. It's his privacy. If he doesn't actually want to share it, that's fine. He just seemed very excited about it. And then not. Which, to be fair, after yesterday, understandable. Let's just go back and wait for him.
Fine. The tiny one was not given a map marker.
Nope.
She wouldn't have gone anyways.
Alright, so you guys head back to the house. You go inside?
I'll be inside eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Very true. So this is going to be very entertaining. Just saying.
Uh-huh.
Don't worry about it. You get inside, and
That's concerning.
I'm just laughing as a player because no one remembers something that was said before. That's all.
I literally no, I do not remember.
That's
what
fine.
The hell I
That's
forget.
fine.
No,
It'll
don't
make
worry about
things
it.
Interesting.
yep,
And
you
actually
walk in,
sad.
and
I'm just frustrated.
Granny's-
I don't know what else to do.
Granny is, in the living area, and you two enter. Oh, I believe we have set some things aside for you, all in your rooms.
What?
Yeah, he seemed in a hurry and said he almost forgot to give you all something.
Did he say where he was in a hurry too?
No, not exactly.
All right.
She'll head up to her room.
You go in your room,
Yeah.
and sitting on the nightstand next to the bed is a pouch.
Inside the pouch.
50 gold.
Now, why in the...
She's going to go put the pouch back in his room.
Technically, Nate's using that room right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
He slept on.
You don't necessarily know where Leo slept the night before.
Yeah,
that night.
you also don't know which one is his room. Oh no, you do now, I guess. But yeah, you.
Mhm.
That was the one that he had told Nate to go to, so you would know that.
Yeah. So she'll probably give that back to him when she sees him again.
Oh dear. That's gonna be a conversation.
Did you go upstairs as well, Danika, or did you stay down there with Granny?
She probably would have went back upstairs going like, what the fuck did he do now?
Oh, she already got hers.
So she would go upstairs long enough to go, oh, that's what was meant.
And you go back down.
Yep.
Granny can see that you're annoyed.
Yep.
So what are you annoyed about now?
Do I have to tell you?
No, and to be quite honest, I really don't care. Oh, I'm so glad I have more adults around. I can tell that too.
Keep this up, I might just learn to tolerate you.
Be quite honest, you're not begging or whining for something, so I can tolerate you for the time being. Just get that attitude in check, or I'll get it in check for you.
She is silent.
All right. Really, Danika's slowly starting to like Granny. It's like, wait a
You know,
minute.
not the best thing, but yes, she is starting to tolerate this person more and more every moment.
Perfect. Does Seraphina also go back downstairs to wait for him, or?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So you're there, Leo.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he'll come back around sunset or so.
Yeah.
With
So you
stuff.
guys are-
It's whatever he was able to put in a bag of holding,
Mm-hmm.
basically.
Yeah.
So, unless anything else, that's why I've been waiting, because, like, that's a while.
Yeah. Few hours pass, and you guys still haven't seen anything from Leo.
Seraphina probably would have started helping Granny with stuff, including making dinner if it's getting close to sunset.
Yeah. And you can do that. Eventually, Caligar would come in, sopping wet. Because he just bathed a big beast of burden, and said beast of burden may have shook itself out.
Fair.
Eventually, do hear the door open, and Leo would walk in.
Oh, there you are!
Hi.
You left something in my room.
Well, yeah.
There's eyes.
What? You guys got paid?
I don't remember asking to be paid.
Shrugs.
Almost usually doesn't care. Caligar would just say Damos usually doesn't care. He usually gives something anyway.
So Damos gave everyone 50 gold.
Yep.
Insight.
Who are you inciting?
Yeah, which one are you
Yes.
inciting?
Probably Leo, because he was the one that answered.
Okay.
I'd like to get in on that action.
Okay. Who are you inciting?
Leo.
Okay.
God, right? I didn't
Damn.
roll well, people. Leave me alone.
Okay, Fox, if you rolled above a 4, you're fine.
Okay, yeah, he's fine. For you.
Insight. Oh, that is such a good number. 6.
That matches.
Oh.
He is not telling the truth.
Right.
Whether it's like he gave up like his portion or they didn't actually get paid, you don't know. But like he's not telling the full truth. So he'll probably go and like just casually walk over to start helping with the setup for D&D.
And Caligar pulls out a pouch. I got
He
mine.
does that. Danika will put a hand on his shoulder.
Oh no.
Can we have a word?
Sure.
Follow me. And she will walk upstairs
Okay.
to her room.
Okay.
Seraphina, is she mad she got paid?
I don't know, Cal. Granny, I'm sure you could use this more than I could.
Oh dear, no. Leo usually sends enough from his jobs. I get by.
Well, then maybe use it.
No, that is payment for what you all did.
And I'd like to donate it.
My dear, you're not going to be staying under my roof all the time. You're going to need money to get by. And from what I've seen, you and Leo do some of the same experiments. Meaning you'll need that money. Either you put it in your bag, or even if you give it to me, it will still end up in your bag.
But it doesn't feel right. I don't remember there being any payment for what we did.
Hell, remember the time Damos paid you to move that one shelf? He kind of looks up. Yeah. How much did he pay you? He kind of flashes both his hands twice. This much gold? My dear, that was for one shelf.
Still doesn't feel right.
Trust me. If Damos gave you that much, he wanted to give you that much. You helped him out a great deal with what you all did. To be fair, I think it was also mostly for keeping his daughter safe, but... So shall we? It place set and everything.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Killer guard, go round up the children. Okay. Anyways, you two go upstairs.
Yeah, it's fine. She will gesture you towards the interior of the room. Okay. Kind of close the door behind her.
Mm-hmm.
Holding up the pouch. So where did this really come from?
Got paid for the job. Why does it matter?
Bullshit.
You said you wanted to get paid.
You know why I asked for coin?
Because you don't have much.
I'm getting tired of feeling indebted to you people.
Mom said you're indebted and you don't even have to stay with us if you don't want to.
Considering the amount of gold that's already been tossed my direction from you guys.
Guessing you're not going to leave this alone until I tell you the truth, huh?
Yep.
And you had made a comment saying you wanted to get paid, and I knew we weren't going to be. So I may have dipped into my own funds to pay everyone.
We'll close our eyes for a moment. Just like take a breath. And toss you back the gold pouch. I'm not here to take what's yours. And just so you know, I didn't ask for a blade out of greed. If you have failed to notice, my most effective weapon right now is this stick.
Well, I got to thinking about it, and you guys didn't have to help us. Should get something out of it, right? Technically, I was the one who requested for you guys to come. So, think about it as me paying you. And I'm sorry for assuming that.
Whatever. But I won't be accepting that pouch. Consider it an investment on my part.
You at least let me buy you a blade then, since you want one so bad.
Maybe later. Or you could do me a favor in the meantime. If you insist by going by an alias, I'd appreciate it if you did the same with me.
Alright. What do you want to be called?
How to say this and not sound like a fucking edgelord?
Alright. That's the best kind of name. What you talking about?
She'll think it over a minute. Omen.
Alright. Can't promise, Cal, as you've been able to see, but probably can get Seraphina and, yeah, maybe the rogue if he sticks around.
Be it.
You're not so bad when you're actually not trying to actively harm me for making fun of you here and there.
She'll just take another deep breath. Just fuck off so I can get changed.
Damn, I was hoping to watch. He will.
Is he within stick bapping range?
Probably.
Yeah.
He's going to attempt to backhand him with a stick.
Damn. Hold it.
God damn it.
What'd you roll?
4.
4?
No.
Yeah, no, he probably like ducks and goes, okay, I'm going. And just leaves. Yeah. He would come back downstairs and not mention that conversation to Tiny One.
There. So.
Whether or not the other two try to bring it up to.
That is also fair.
They technically paid 4 of you.
Gallagher just knows Leo well enough to know, okay, I should probably start lying now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, okay. And,
Fine.
I mean, to be fair, the same goes for Jess. To a point. She also saw how annoyed Danika looked.
Yeah.
It was like, no, that's not. Yeah,
She'll be down in like about 5 minutes for food.
Okay.
Silent as ever.
Very fair. Omens usually are.
Yep. It'd be something like Grim or something like, no, Omen is much more fitting for reasons.
Here you go.
I know he can't necessarily be bothered by Nate right now. Does get bothered by the other one he paid.
Which other one?
Because he also paid this one for helping bring the stuff back.
You do not get bothered by him.
Oh,
He is a street. He is a street kid who is handed gold.
Probably a lot, yeah.
He's not going to question it. He has gold.
Don't worry, there was a bit of a guilt that he felt when he heard like Nathan's story, and he was like, "Oh, okay, I should probably pay both of them." And then he didn't want to leave Seraphina out. It's fine.
But yeah. You all sit down to eat. And each you do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after dinner, Kelliger helps clean things up.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you, Seraphina, to help out with the kiddos so they can take a look at stuff, because he brought back stuff for her to look at.
That's why I roll me a d4.
A D4.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna pull them out while the kids are awake. I guarantee you that. He's not that dumb.
1.
1?
Yeah.
Cool. It only takes you about an hour to get all the kids down.
Oh, so that was a good thing.
Okay.
You wanted a low number on that one.
Okay. Listen, I never know.
Trust me, I know. I don't make it easy on you guys with the dice rolls.
Yeah. So, like, whenever they're done with that, he'll probably start spreading stuff out on, like, the kitchen table there.
Oh, yeah. Granny is also going to turn in, so she also doesn't see any of this. I'm just going to put... Sam would also turn in, but he's also avoiding kids.
Wide-eyed.
Yeah, I'll have to mention, like, what happened and see if Nate snoops in or not.
Yeah. Yeah. Start going through things. I'm going to say what kind of objects they are that you see laid out on the table. You'll either have to test them out or somehow figure out what they do.
Yeah. He's not good with Arcana. That's the main reason he needs help with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first thing, which you would already, you already have that metal cordyceps that expands.
Yeah, because it's less magic, it's more artificer-based type of making, I believe.
Some of it's magic-based, but some of it is more, like, improved,
well, his dad, he's the same class as his dad was.
Yes.
So, he knows his dad wasn't, like, skilled in magic, to be fair.
Yeah. Somebody else might have been, but that's neither here nor there.
That's true. If his mom was, then he would know, like, if they worked together. But then again, he's not sure how involved his mom was in his dad's work, and yeah, I don't think he knows about somebody else, so...
First thing you see is a folded up blanket. You had seen this, Leon's like, okay, well, that's, that would be useful.
Yeah, he just grabbed anything out of the shop, honestly, that he could find. Like,
You see...
extra tools and stuff, too.
Yeah. Oh, that was definitely easy then. You see a whistle. You see a flask, which you only actually grabbed once you picked it up and heard a liquid sloshing around inside of it. You see a pair of glasses, a teapot,
It's a bag of holding. Like I said, it's a bag of holding. He could have probably taken everything out of that shop, to be honest.
You did, because that is all the items that I wrote down as far as that you would have found. A pair of boots. A pair of tall leather boots.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'll need the list at some point.
No, that's fine.
Like,
that's
once.
yeah.
So you could just send it like in the chat or something.
Yeah.
Of what all he actually grabbed, if he grabbed tools and stuff too.
Diddly do, I have identified.
Oh
that
shit.
That makes things easier.
At
least for the magic items.
Yeah. She can at least figure out what is magic. Actually, before she casts Identify, she's probably going to, because I did not pick spells for the day, I'm going to just go with she picked Detect Magic for the day and have her do that first to find out which ones have magic. And cast Identify on those.
There. First, give me one moment while I mark some things here.
I will even mark off 2 spell slots because... Yes. I'll roll... No, those are both Artificer. I'm fine. I'm safe.
Fine. This is going to be actually sort of hilarious, just saying.
Good.
With a couple of these. So I'm just... You're going to see what they all do once I hit enter here, Fox.
Mm-hmm.
But don't worry about what they all do.
Fair.
So, which item do you pick up first?
Well, what does Detect Magic tell me? Which ones have magic?
1, 2...
If I remember it tells you that the thing is or is not magical, and the school of which that magic is.
There you go, yeah, that.
Well, first, I'm going to say how many.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. Four of them you can technically see have some sort of magical aura.
Which ones?
The blanket, the whistle, the glasses, and the teapot.
Okay, what schools of magic are they?
Starting with the... Actually... 3 of them are enchantment. And that is the blanket, the glasses, and the teapot. The whistle... Hold on a second, actually. I have to...
Yeah. Listen, I decided to go nitty-gritty because that is something she can do. So... I will be patient.
Technically, actually... The blanket would be illusion. I was wrong on that one. No, it'd be enchantment. The whistle would also technically be enchantment. They're all enchantment.
Okay.
And you will see why once you, it's fine.
Yep, she will go one by one probably in the same order that they all popped. So, like, blanket, whistle, glasses, teapot, and identify all of them.
So,
And she'll do that ritually. I am counting at least another spell slot used just simply because I didn't prep my spells today, and so, like, I'm kind of, like, jumping guns and assuming that she would have done something, but I'm giving myself a handicap because I did that.
That's fair. First item you cast Identify on is the blanket. It is an item known as the Blanket of Starlight. It's a soft, well-made blanket that can, once per long rest, emit a soft glow. I'm actually going to eliminate one portion of that is maintained by concentration.
Okay. It's
more of the blanket emits a soft glow when it's over top of somebody. You don't get the lore of it. The lore of it, I kept it in there because I copied and pasted it from the thing. It made it better.
Any changes you make, please, to that so I don't make note of that by accident.
I can actually delete it. Maintain my concentration. Oh shit. I legit didn't even hit edit on the thing. I almost just typed it. There you go. You can tell it probably has a reason that it,
That seems kind of useful.
Oh, yes. That's honestly excellent for late night reading or working.
True,
or people scared of the dark.
That also.
Here comes the fun one.
Okay. Whistle?
It's called a dog whistle.
Okay.
When blown, I'm just going to read it as like the DM explaining it to you. You'll understand what it does then. When blown, this whistle makes no noise. 1d4 rounds of combat later, a dog appears and does one thing. And the thing is, you would also then roll a d4 to see what it does.
Oh my gosh.
1. Pees on the leg of the user, soaking their clothes and then runs away. Enemies become disgusted and will avoid the user for 1d6 rounds, only attacking the user if they are attacked.
I was reading this, by the way, and just, like, chuckling to myself.
2. Poops on the battlefield and runs away. If anyone steps on the poop, they slip and go prone, and must expend an action to get back up. 3. Serves as an emotional support animal, inspiring and giving the user 1d6 plus 1d6 for their next roll.
Oh my gosh.
4. Distracts the nearest enemy by charging at them and barking, giving the whistleblower advantage on their next combat roll against that specific target.
Amazing.
So that is the dog whistle. And to be honest, that was the one I was almost unsure of if it was enchantment or not, but I feel that it ended up being enchantment.
Yeah.
Alright. Glasses?
Spectacles of Elven Reading.
Okay, hold please. Okay.
A pair of green-rimmed spectacles that translate Elvish text into common while wearing them.
Cool.
Oh, that you're writing this down? What is Leo's stuff?
Listen, I'm just writing it down so, like, I have, like, a basic idea, because she at least would know that information, and so she has that information.
Fair.
Alright.
I like the teapot. I'm just saying.
Which actually, I do need to edit that DC because that is a.
I like
Bit-
the DC though. It makes
Actually-
it funny because there's no downside to it other than if you're trying to get a conversation.
Actually, you know what? No, that is a middle of the road DC, and it's actually fine.
Okay.
Teapot of Peace.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Magical teapot. If anyone is aware of the teapot being poured, they are immediately compelled to sit down and have tea. Wisdom versus DC of 18. Works during combat. It can only be used if full of tea, which must be brewed and steeped normally.
That's why I like it, because I'm just imagining Leo pulling that out in the middle of a
Oh
combat.
my god.
When he's like, okay, let's talk for a second.
That is legit a teapot of the British military.
Yeah.
Yes.
literally
They do actually
just
stop
wrote-
everything for tea.
I literally just wrote down compelled tea time for that description.
Beautiful. I accept that.
Nothing comes before tea time.
That's fucking
Nothing.
right.
Well, that is all that is magical. These are very interesting items, to be completely honest. I'm fascinated.
What do these other two do?
Well, these two are not magical necessarily.
Could she inspect them to see if there's anything special or different about them?
So, I'm going to give you the boots first.
I'm
Okay.
also gonna need the staff description too.
Right. That one I'll have to BS. Don't worry about it. That was not on the website. That was one I thought up at the moment. Which I actually do have an idea for that one anyways. Don't worry about it.
Because he might let people have them, but right now it's kind of that it's his dad's
Yeah.
stuff at the moment.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So, these are... The boots are... I will refer to them what they're called. They're called trapper's boots. Tall leather boot. The boots are tall leather boots. And they are very thick leather,
Mm-hmm.
which you can probably assume that they'd be very resistant to piercing. See, and I'd like to point out, this is a good example of it doesn't need to be magical to be resistant to piercing.
True.
I do like that. And the flask is just a normal flask, or is it something?
See, here's where the funny thing is for this. First, with the boots, I want to read the little blurb at the end.
Okay.
Made for a hunter who tended to forget where he laid his bear traps.
Whoops.
So, the flask is interesting. You pick it up to look it over, and you also feel liquid sloshing in it.
Mm-hmm.
You unscrew the top, and there's no real smell that comes from it. Do you take a sip from the flask?
No. She has enough intelligence to know that maybe mysterious liquid should not be immediately drank.
Odds or evens?
You want me to test it out?
She's going to, look up and also evens.
Not sure. Maybe we should just pour it into a glass first, see what it looks like.
Oh, I don't want to waste it either if it's a limited use.
Don't need a dirty dishes. He reaches for it and takes it.
No, Cal!
Cal.
What? Where'd you find it?
I brought it from my dad's workshop.
Do you think you would have something bad?
Probably not.
He drinks from it.
Felt the said.
He stands there for a second, sets the flask down, burps.
Hmm?
I don't feel any different.
Did it taste like booze?
No.
What did it taste
Didn't-
like?
Didn't really have a taste.
Hmm.
Although I kind of want to punch something.
Don't you normally?
No. I like hitting things with my axe.
Do we have something he can punch? Without breaking things?
Okay, here's where I'm going to say. I feel like, given... I feel like there might be something like in the yard or something that... Like a training dummy type thing. That was originally just used by Leo. And, well, Kel eventually. But the kids mostly use it to, like, pretend that they're warriors and they're beating up something. I'm gonna go punch a dummy.
Alright.
He goes outside. Does anyone follow him?
Yeah, Leo would.
Cool.
This has become weirdly entertaining to Danika.
Fair enough. He goes outside, goes to the training dummy, and it's basically like one of those punching bags that has like the sand-filled base. He punches it. And yeah, you see the thing slide back about 20 feet.
Damn.
Oh. Usually me punching it doesn't move it.
So it made you stronger?
I don't think so. I punched it about the same.
Well, it worked somehow, I guess.
Interesting.
One might be more something you two can use here and there.
Maybe.
I don't think you and I would get much use out of it.
No, probably not, but it's interesting and we need to keep an eye on it just because we don't know what other effects it has or could have yet.
I mean, my dad didn't really keep anything dangerous around. Judging by what we found, I'm pretty sure that's still true. I, tended to get curious.
You curious? No, couldn't imagine.
So, I will go ahead and tell you what the flask is. The flask itself is not magic. Well, outside of it, it's not. You cannot sense the magical properties in the inside.
That's interesting.
Don't worry about it.
Specific
am
metals.
gonna-
Can't sense through specific metals and stuff.
It's not lead. I will say that it's not lead. But it is... There's something about it. Don't worry. Flask of the Fist. When a character imbibes the contents of this flask, they gain 1d6 damage to their unarmed strikes for 3 rounds of combat. Empowered strikes also propel medium or smaller targets backwards 20 feet.
Yeah.
So, FUD.
He is definitely gonna hold off to that. Does it have a limited amount of uses, or is it one of those that regenerates?
It doesn't say.
Okay, I'll let you decide that because it was pre-used without, consent fully.
Here's where I'm ruling it. The inside lining of the flask is what is...
So it's any liquid can be put in it.
Yes.
So it's probably like water.
Yeah. So that's what I'm ruling, because A, that sounds cooler. And it doesn't specify anyways.
True.
Yes, the glorious Brita filter of punching.
Metal.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. Huh. Alright.
Yeah, he'll kind of look to Danika and Cal. Yeah, I think there definitely could more use for you two.
Okay.
I'll probably still hold on to it for now, but if we ever need it, you guys don't really punch things normally.
Clear.
It would definitely be helpful.
It might also be helpful for doors and stuff.
Doors or situations where we need to get people to back off.
True. Sounds like fun. Yeah. Those are the items. My favorite is the dog whistle.
Mm-hmm. She makes sure that everything gets back to Leo.
Yeah.
Well, this is all extremely interesting.
Am I? Yeah, it had weird things, including this, as he points to Mimi. So, I don't know how he got half the stuff he did, but it was always just weird, harmless things. Mimi's probably the most dangerous.
Well,
It bares
yes,
its teeth.
that's not surprising. But he sounds like he was a wonderful person. I would have loved to pick his brain.
He was probably one of the kindest people I knew besides my mom.
Well, that explains you then.
Don't read too much into it.
Too late.
Just gotta, like, how while he packs the stuff back in the bag.
Fair.
Small being just out here like, you all are excellently good people. I know you're all like super depressed and emo and stuff like that, but you're absolutely the kindest individuals I've
Leo!
ever.
Hey,
Leo's
Kakar's fine.
kind, but he's kind in the way of, like, he doesn't want the praise for it.
Yeah.
Which is why he didn't tell you where the gold came from. Anyways! That he kind of prefers to be seen as, like, the bad guy, badass a little bit if he can. But she's currently constantly breaking that picture. And he is annoyed.
It's very cool to her, but unfortunately for him, that is
That's
like
kind of, it's like how he
not
saw
the
his
only
dad.
part.
Like, his dad was, like, really cool to him, and he was like, his dad was such a badass, but he was also really nice.
yeah, that is. It's like you're so cool, and also you're very nice, and like you're awesome. Can we hang out? That kind of thing. Like,
I still laugh that he's the youngest in this entire group.
Physically. He's the youngest
Physically, he is very mentally older. He acts like a kid a lot, but he is, like, mentally older because he grew up very quickly.
yeah,
Which is probably why he kind of acts more like a kid now.
that's fair.
Fair. Yeah.
Thank you for letting me help.
I appreciate it.
Of course, anytime. It's nice to actually be able to do something useful.
I need an odds or evens. He's kind of like putting
Drag
this
your
stuff
call.
away.
Let's go odds. I made us by a rule for discomfort earlier.
There you go.
It's gonna put everything away except the staff. And kind of look at it for a moment. And he'll look at you, Danika. You could probably get more use out of this.
Out of what?
He'll kind of do the thing so it expands, because it's probably like small right now.
Yeah, originally what you see is a metal rod about maybe a foot long in his hand. You notice him hit a button on the side, and it fully expands out to the length of a quarterstaff.
I love that so much. I want one so bad.
Probably too
Oh.
big for her.
Well, no, I'm talking like in IRL.
Oh, yeah.
Fair. So, I'm going to go ahead and tell you what it does, because it is also
Well,
not magical.
He'll explain it if she actually
Yeah.
takes it. Like, he won't
Fair.
hold it out.
Yeah.
She will look at this new stick, move her current stick to the other hand,
Oh
in
no.
case this is some ploy for them to steal her current one. And
I
then
hadn't thought about
she will move to pick up the shiny metal stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll kind of explain how it works and everything, and yeah, if the DM wants to explain what damage it does,
Yeah.
might want to work on I know you're really attached to it, but the other one is cursed. I don't know if you want to have somebody help you with that at some point.
You are not talking me out of my stick.
Oh, and dual wield, I don't care.
Maybe
That
I
actually sounds kind of funny, dual wielding a quarterstaff, and then just this stick made out of wood. Just a wood stick shaved down. But no. So, first, if the staff's not already expanded, there's a bonus action to do so. No bonus to hit, but the damage it does is a D10 plus your strength. Because it is metal.
I see.
This might be his subtle way of still trying to give her payment.
He is looking for the button to push to shrink it down.
Fair.
It's actually rather easy to find. You see like the was a little bulge inside of it. Sorry, I couldn't think of a better word, so a bulge it is. A little rounded button. There you go.
He will push that. Watch it
And-
do the shrink.
Back down about a foot long.
She'll push it again and make it grow.
If I may ask, though, if you do ever decide to try to hit me like earlier, please use the regular stick then, and not the metal one, as a thank you for giving that one to not be used against me, please.
Fine.
Appreciate it.
Victory. We protect the small victories here.
And he still managed to give her something. Yeah.
Again, we take the small victories here.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
He can't really use it. I don't even think he's proficient in quarterstaffs. He might
Single
be.
weapon, aren't they?
Quarters.
He is a proficient in martial weapons, but he doesn't use them very often. He's not. I'm more ruling that he's not skilled in them in the sense of
Yeah.
he more uses
Fair.
his gun than anything, so he can combat with like daggers and stuff like that, but he's
Mhm.
not. It's not his main go-to weapon if he can avoid it.
Yeah. Mostly that and daggers and like a smaller blade, like a short sword, something is probably easier to wield than a staff anyway.
He's never like trained with that. I don't think he would
Yeah.
actually know how to use it good.
Fair, very fair. But yeah,
'Cause
You
he's got,
now
like, that
have-
ornate dagger and a regular dagger.
fair. You now have what I am calling the metal expanding quarterstaff. Enjoy
I'm
it.
okay with this. And one of the expands is like solid metal.
Yes.
It's not like telescopic or anything.
Well, as it slides out, it's like that. But then the parts that slide out of it expand to the same width as the center. And it looks to be a solid piece of metal.
Huh. I see.
Very, very tight creases.
I'm okay with this.
Yeah. So,
You know what else he is going to do at some point? I wonder if he could find a way to send a letter to that lady to even ask if it's possible to do what he wants to do before he even makes the trip out there. Because it would take a while to send it and receive it if she responds back.
you could stop by the...
With like a general location of there's this person here that I need this delivered to, with a description, his base description, basically.
Yeah. You'd be able to, you'd be able to take a letter to the, like, post office type place. The courier.
Yeah.
And basically give a, like, say, island to the southwest. And they would...
And
find a
I'll
way to
tell
get
you
it
what's
to the
exactly
port,
in the letter, so when she responds, yeah.
They say there's no problem with that, and they kind of echo the same thing you heard in your head. About this time of year, it probably is, safer for that type of trip anyways.
Mhm. Yeah, he doesn't want to make the trip out there and then find out it was for nothing or that she couldn't help him.
Fair.
So, yeah, at some point I will send that to you.
That's fine, yeah.
Because
Oh,
that's
that's
gonna
fine.
be a while, I imagine.
Yeah, it would be a while to get there and maybe get something back. We'll see as far as what kind of capabilities she has.
Because he's not just doing it, it's more of he was doing it for the kid, but he also kind of wants to do it for himself too, because it has nothing
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, after you guys are done looking through things and all of that, I assume you all would eventually make your way to your sleeping arrangements.
Yeah.
Seraphina is going to look at Leah and go,
Are you sleeping outside?
Oh no, I mean I passed out there last night, but I'll probably sleep on the couch.
Are you sure?
I mean, I didn't want to take up the extra rooms in case they needed them for any reason, and so that's why I gave Nate mine.
This is still technically your home. I am quite small. I can sleep in a very comfortable chair.
Elgar kind of just starts wandering off towards the animal pen.
That is my home. I guess you could say we grew up with the mentality of if there was room needed, the older kids were willing to give it up.
How old are you?
Don't do that to him! 19.
Also hospitality, bitch.
She smiles.
Then I'm
Oh,
older
no.
than you.
Wait, you are?
Yes.
He kind of gives her this disbelief look.
Wait a
I am
minute.
23 years old, thank you very much. So,
I
you hit
realize
my bed.
Danika's the youngest in this group.
Oh, is she?
She's 18.
Oh.
Oh.
Pinnacle inked up in this bitch.
You're not. No.
Yeah.
You're not going to turn this around on me.
I sure am, if that's the rules we're going to play by.
Mm-hmm.
I-
You're just making yourself comfy over next to Furry Cow.
Okay.
She
don't-
just
I
crosses
don't
her
wanna-
arms and smiles.
Shouldn't the lady be the one taking the bed, not me?
Well, that very much depends. Which is it? Because if that's the way we're going, then this entire relationship is very different.
If you're so wanting me to sleep in a room, I'll sleep on the floor in your room or something. I'm gonna take your bed.
It's not technically my bed.
While you're a guest here, it is.
Even so. You gave up your bed already. I am small. I can tuck in a good, comfortable place.
Why do you have to be so adorable? You're worse than Kel.
He doesn't do that. He's somewhere else.
It's more of a compliment of like he's having a hard time saying no.
She just kind of smiles.
Just gonna hang his head in defeat.
Speaking of Kel, by the way,
Yeah.
he kind of gets up from where he made himself comfortable, heads inside, and you see him come back outside and head back towards the stables with a pile of blankets as he puts one over the horse.
Oh.
He puts one over Furry Cow,
What a
even though it's fur. It's like completely fur.
There was a very deep conversation that happened in the morning about taking care of the animals.
Aww.
And then he lies down, kind of buries his head in Furry Cow's side, and will cover himself with the last blanket.
Look out.
Pillow Cow. It is now its nickname, Pillow Cow.
Yes, that was. I just randomly made the comment because Leo also laid down on it before they started talking, so I was like, "Pillow Cow."
Look,
You know.
I hope you realize, as a player as Fire, that he is going to wait till she falls asleep. And then attempt to move her to the bed.
Listen.
Wakes up in the bed. Wait a minute. Hold up.
New round of arguments.
So
yes, he will attempt that whenever that happens if no other conversations happen.
Yeah.
okay. Does Danika head to her room?
Yeah.
No unruly voices creep into her head as she's about ready to lay down this time.
Excellent.
Unless you want there to be.
I mean, she can voice her own demons, and when the time comes.
Okay, that's fine. She can speak with her own demons in her head.
One's
Caligars.
Charles, that one's Carlito. This is Clarita. A lot of
Yeah.
Clar names. It's weird.
But yeah, Caligar's comfy over where he is. Let's see how long the blanket on the horse stays in one piece.
A horse.
It might try and shoot.
Yeah, horses kind of, when they sleep, they sleep.
That's fair.
Yeah.
When it gets up, it'll probably fall off, but...
And the two of you go to the room. Leo in the bed and Seraphina curl up in a chair.
Listen,
He's
everything
going
is
to-
much bigger than her. It is easy for her to do.
He is going to hold off on the drinking for now until
Mhm.
she's, like, asleep, and then he'll move her because he's gonna do it. He doesn't want to risk, like, dropping her. He's drunk.
Here's where I'm going to say. Let's see. I would like...
Isn't it, like, stealth or something to see if he can pick her up without waking her up?
It is stealth. And being as you're actively picking her up, just a straight perception roll.
Just a roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Straight perception roll.
Okay.
I got a 15.
I got a 13.
Well, shit. This is fun. This is gonna be funny.
He will put her in the bed and tuck her in, and then probably, like, sit next to the bed and pass out there once he, like, has his nightly
Fair.
ritual of drinking. So he'll probably, like, have his head, like, leaning on the bed or something when
Here,
she wakes up.
I'm going to go ahead and do something real quick. Don't mind me. Because I know this is something that's going to end up happening.
Oh dear.
Don't worry, it's fine.
Concerned?
Don't worry about it.
I think I will, thanks. Clear that, because long rest.
Yes, so I finally get all my hit dice back.
Sorry, I had to create something because I know that's going to end up happening. But yeah.
That will probably... I don't know. Are we gonna go through another whole day, or are
No,
we gonna...
no, we're
okay.
not.
That's probably gonna
That's
be
what-
a background RP, is where...
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is why I just created that channel.
Because he doesn't wake up easily.
That's what I was doing. That's what I meant by creating.
Nice.
But yeah, that's the end of that day and end of session for tonight. Being as Cheese did say that he would more than likely not be available next Wednesday. Go ahead and take the time to level up your characters to 5.
Yes. We will be doing rifts for until he gets back, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about 3 weeks, he said. Starting next week, so yeah, so actually 4 weeks, so about a month worth of rift. So I hope you guys are prepared for that. I don't know if I am, but we'll see. After that, I'm probably gonna let Jay take over for a couple weeks.
That's fine.
There.
That's fine. By that time, I will have oodles of information
Oh,
from
yeah.
all of you.
So basically, we're here for a little while, long enough that we leveled up to 5. So there's
Yeah.
gonna be plenty of time for like background RP and a good recap. That'll happen.
So
Yeah.
like I told you guys, anything you want your characters to do, any conversations you want them to have, anything you want to have done,
yeah, 'cause
stuff
he
like
gets, He gets
I
his
will-
contracts via. They basically tell him to meet them somewhere.
Yep.
So that's how he gets them. So it's kind of right now he's more waiting for a job. So as long as you guys are sticking around him, he's staying here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Seraphina doesn't have anywhere to go until that letter opens,
And I assume it's going to take about that long for him to get a response anyways, to go to that island. Which that might actually be the first thing that they do. If he... depending
possibly.
on the answer.
Mhm.
So...
So yeah, I want to thank you guys for joining tonight, playing, and
yeah.
experiencing partial trauma via story, and yeah. Yes, the Amber Lance is on its way. A little too late, probably, but the Amber Lance is on the way.
Oh,
Good night, stream. Thank you.
Good night,
Nice
stream.
stream.